Welcome to Math. This time, for this video, we're going to review the things that we worked on in class today. I'm going to see if we can understand just a little more clearly what we're actually doing with this graph, with this chart. Down the side, we have the names of the people, of these students. We have their names. And then this tells how many coins they have. And it tells us right here that the coins are worth 25 cents each. They are quarters. The coins are quarters, and so they are 25 cents. Now over here, we have the number of coins here, and these coins are nickels. So we've got nickels. The amount of money in nickels would be right here. Let's go back to this one here, and let's figure some of these out. Now, I have not put the answer in here for you. I have put in here the process so that you can learn the process so that you can do it yourself easily. All right, so there are 16 quarters. And if you take 16 quarters and you put it in equal piles of 4, and the reason we put quarters in equal piles of 4 is that every time you have 4 quarters, you have $1. So we will divide the 16 quarters into equal piles of 4, and that will give us 4 piles. Each pile is worth $1. So this would be $4. And what you would write here is $4. For Bernard, we would do the same process. We would take 10 quarters. He has 10 coins, 10 quarters. We would put them in equal piles of 4, and you would end up with 2. That would take care of 8 quarters. 4 in one pile, 4 in the next pile, and you are going to have 2 quarters left over. Now we know that 2 quarters equal 50 cents. So you would have $2.50. Now the next one, Chin has 18 quarters. He will take his 18 quarters, he will divide them into equal piles of 4. Every pile would have 4 in it. So he would then have 4 piles, because 4 times 4 is 16. And look, he had 18, so he's going to have 2 left over also. And those 2 quarters that are left over equal 2 quarters equal 50 cents. So he would have $4.50. Now I would like you to do Don and Ernest on your own. And I need you to do this chart and bring it to me. Let's talk about the nickels, and then you can work on this and bring it to class, and we will be able to understand better how to do a chart like this, where there's 2 processes. You need to figure out how much each thing is, you need to take the number of coins and put it into money form. And so that's a 2-step process. Here we have Amy. She has 20 nickels, because we're over in this column right now. She has 20 nickels. Tells you right here that it's nickels. So if you take 20 nickels and you count each one as 5, you would have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could just keep going like that till you had 20 fingers and toes. But there's an easier way for you to do that, because you know how to multiply. You will take 20 nickels and you will times them by 5 each, and you will end up with $1. The next one, you will take 7 nickels, which would be 7 nickels times 5 cents for each nickel. The next one would look like 7 times 5. And that is going to be 35 cents. The next one is 25. So if someone has 25 nickels, they can take that amount, times it by 5, and come up with the answer as to how much that is. Again, I'm not going to give you the answers. I'm much more interested in the process right now, but I would like you to work these, show your work, bring me the answers, and we will talk about it in class. There's one other thing we need to talk about, and that is the totals. When we total something, what is the key word on total? That is an important indicator word. Total means to add everything up. So if we have a row that goes across like this, we would add it up. But it says the total amount saved, the dollars. So it's only wanting you to add the dollar amount, not the number of coins. So let me show you how we're going to do that. Here you're going to have an answer, your answer here, and your answer here. Find my other. So the way you figure out the total, let's just work on Amy. The way you figure that out is you take this amount plus this amount, so this amount plus that amount, and it's going to equal the total. Do you see how that works? Let me do one more for you. If you do this amount and this amount, you will end up with the total for Bernard. You'll take your answer from here, add them together, and get the total. Now, if we were totaling the other direction, we had a problem that asked us to do the totals at the bottom. Totals are adding, so we would add. We would simply add that whole column. So we would take all of those, and that would be your answer down here. That would be your answer. Okay, so work this chart, get it until you know it easily, bring it to class. I will look over them, and then we will work on practicing this a little bit more in class. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow in math.